Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a very long time since I've made a video, but that's mostly because I've been having a hard time configuring video settings because that is a pain in the ass. But today I am showing you guys Path of Exile. And mostly showing everybody Path of Exile. Oh god.
A crow that plunders our crops, a stray dog that slaughters our sheep. Orient is a land of men, not animals. Think on that, Ranger, when Rayclass shows you how to truly live like an animal.
Alright then. Thanks for the exposition, mysterious voice. Anyways, I want to show Path of Exile off because a lot of my friends don't quite understand what it is when I say it's a lot like Diablo 2. So, I decided to record a bit of video because this game is probably my favorite game that I've ever played in a very long time. And so, I'm going to name the character Pack of Slaves because I'm lazy. And if I come back to it, this will be the character I run. My main plan is to do a one-off video, but hey, I might play more because I like this game a little lot. Fuck yo, tutorials. Indeed. So, by default, you'll have basically nothing showing, like how that guy was popping up without me hovering over him. I hit the Z key to have that happen, or you can hold Alt instead, and that's just a toggle, whereas Z is just on, off, whereas with Alt you have to hold it. But anyways, that's not important. What is important is that this game is fun.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself.
Man, this guy just likes to talk.
This place is crawling with criminals.
Ooh, I like criminals.
Rising just east of here.
Hooray.
Could be worth checking.
Oh god. Oh, well, he's dead. So I chose the Archer class because the Archer class is fun, and I haven't played as him yet. I have played as a duelist using only a bow, and that's fun. Would recommend out of 10 if you don't know how to play, because you can run away from people and shoot them. So now a little bit of self-tutorial, because the game doesn't tell you this. If you hold shift, you stay in place as you shoot. As an archer, you can mostly just stay in place as you shoot anyways, but if they're like really far across the screen, there we go. And you can shoot like that, try to guess where they are, but be very far away from them. Which is the best way to avoid danger. Also, hello random black spike. How are you today? Getting a few of those. Hopefully recording does not brook. I had a lot of time, and a very fun time, trying to figure out the recording settings. So, a fun thing about this game, earlier I picked up a gem, and I just shoved it straight into this bow. What it does is it gives me a move, the Burning Arrow, which allows me to shoot a fire arrow. All of the skills in this game are from gems. There are green gems, red gems, and blue gems, and each weapon, armor piece, and sometimes even rings can have them, very rarely though. As in, I haven't seen one yet, but I'm pretty sure it happens. They get random chances of being green, red, blue, just, it's always random. With archers and all those fun people, you generally get green and red. With mages, you get, like, blue or green, or red and blue. But blue is always magic. Green is always, like, a dexterous type of skill. And red is strength. So, like, that's going to be your bashing people in the face type of skills. I have a bunch of other characters I can show that to you on, but I am also an extremely lazy man. Also, in the top right corner, as you can see right here, is a map, and use point to click to move. No WSD keys are needed. And down here are the skills, which I was kind of showing off earlier. Left click is your standard attack, right click will be your second skill, middle mouse click will be your third. And then I have all of my keys set up to be on my mouse, but it'll be it'll be W, E, R, T, and possibly Y, I think. It'll say down there when you get it. Also, your potions are on the left and right side, and if I were to use one, if I, say, waste a fuck ton of mana, the orb on the right refills. But then my potion is slightly empty. So, you might be wondering, how do I refill that? The answer is kill shit. The game's pretty nice about it, too. The more you kill shit, the better you're gonna get. Also, peer support. Putting that on before I even put things on. I'll tell you guys why as soon as I murder these guys so they don't kill me while I'm talking to you. Hey, come here, asshole. Alright. So, the reason why I put it on immediately before killing anything is that the gems have a little experience bar. I'll probably zoom in and with the video and like kind of point it out a little bit more, but I can't do that since I have to hover over it in the game right now. So, you'll see that in the video. Editor's note, do that. You'll see level 1, mana cost is 5, and all of the skill stats will slowly increase as they level and they level up with you, which is really cool. So if you really like one skill, you can, in fact, just use that skill all the time. I like an iron hat. So just what I was talking about earlier with this fun iron hat. It has a red gem slot. I have no red gems, but it is available. Alright. Now this has not... I think it's pretty close to fully filled. Just a few under. You get about 3 uses out of the basic potions, but you get new ones really quickly in the game. Now the best part about this game that I love is that it's free to play. It's extremely fun, especially when you have a whole lot of friends. I personally have my friend James and my friend Trevlord on here. And I have a guild for him as well. And so whenever we can get on, we'll usually group up, murder shit, and have a good time. Now this is the tutorial era's first boss. Now he would normally do a fuck ton of damage when I'm playing as an archer, so I can run away. This is the fun gaming expertise known as training. Also, fuck that crab thing. Oh no, my mana's gone. Dead. Fuck off, bug. Alright, so I got a bunch of new things. Got a rusted spike. Iron gauntlet, a driftwood wand, a medium mana flask, that's early. Superior driftwood maul, and a crude bow. Now, I'm gonna show you some insane shit. The skill tree. Yep. Oh shit, I'm being attacked. Hold on. We'll be back to that. Bitch. Anyways. So, this is the skill tree. You're gonna start off right here if you're an archer, right here if you are the... No, actually, right here if you are the shadow, right here if you're the witch, here if you're the Templar, here if you're the marauder, and here if you're the duelist. And this right here in the center is for a class that I think they are currently working on. I forget their name, but they start there. So, me saying that, you can kind of notice these are all linked together. So say I'm a ranger, but I want to start dual wielding and do another fucking shit like that. I can come down here. There's a bunch of fun dual wielding things from the duelist class. You can pretty much be any class in the game, but you got to start off somewhere. And with this somewhere, I get projectile damage or evasion in life, which I'm going to go for the projectile damage because I like to shoot things and I like it to hurt. Also, there's going to be chat. Sometimes they'll help you. Sometimes they'll tell you to go fuck yourself. You never know. Alright, but yeah. These all start off crazy. And, by the way, if you're intimidated by this, I promise you everybody is. And that's why they have a thing called refund points, which you get out throughout the game. So if you make a mistake, you can take it back and spend it somewhere else. Now, you have all these fun, giant things, and I kind of see these as, like, goals to get to, like, oh, okay, I'm kind of working on a certain path. I'm going to go down this way, then this way, and so on and so forth. But if I wanted to, I could reach up into the Shadows class and go more into, like, daggers and one-handed, and some even dual-wielding, I think, is down here somewhere. Or if I wanted to keep going up, I could come up to the Mages class up here, and just start getting a bunch of spell stuff. It's kind of silly. You can pretty much do anything, though, in this game. And of course it gets more intense as time goes on, but that's a different thing. Now, some weapons will require certain things, and that's why they're red. That damage is so good. So, like, that would require 20 strength, so I can't wield it yet. But if I wanted to, I could find strength in an amulet or in a skill and pump that up. Now, this medium mana flask requires level 3, but as soon as I hit 3, I can use it. Pretty great. And then there's this Rusted Spike. Now, I have enough of these Scrolls of Wisdom to just spend them willy-nilly. But a Rusted Spike, so do you see the name is blue? That means it's an uncommon item, so it's magic. It goes from blue to uncommon, yellow to rare, and orange to what they call unique in this game. In Diablo 3 it's called legendary, this game's called unique. Doesn't really matter too much, but it is a thing. So say I wanted to use this, which is alright. I can press this button right here, and then I'm able to have a bow or a sword. And then I can press X in the game to just quickly swap so I don't have to hit that button. Now, a fun thing I want to mention is you see this little line right here between the gems. That means that they're connected. A support gem will always support the skill it's connected to. If it's not connected to anything, it will not do anything. It can still level up, but it won't do anything. Down here is a prime example of shit that's not connected. So if you were to try to get pure support on a red gem, it wouldn't work. No bueno. But, yeah, that's pretty much the basics of the game. Now, my reason I love this game is it's huge. Like, I've only got Act 3, but there's at least 10 acts, and I've spent over 30 hours in this game just screwing around with all the classes and all the characters. There's going to be a fun waypoint system, which you can see the map here, and as you explore, you get more waypoints and more areas you can explore, and you even have these unidentified areas. That unidentified area, by the way, is just up that way. Now, when you first play the game, you won't see this person, Navali, you won't see Haku, the Armor Master, and you won't see Elrion, the Lore Master. That's because they are called, what the fuck are you called? Here, talk to me.
It's good to see you.
They are called Masters. And Masters, you can invite to your hideout. Now, I've played this game quite a bit, so I've gotten their side quests done to have a hideout, which I'll show you real quick. You get it completely free, by the way. You just have to do side quests, and you'll get reputation with them. This is Vorisi, the Master Assassin. This is Katarina, the Master of the Dead. He has a bunch of fun shit that I'm not going to explain till later. Trust me, it's easier that way. Now, back onto the fun game stuff. Here we have the first Axe Town. We have a stash and a guild stash and a bunch of players with a lot of cosmetological items that look really fancy but aren't all that fancy. Now, I have a lot of shit. Like, a lot of stuff. Probably too much stuff, honestly. But I have it. And like I said, I could use that, Scroll of Wisdom willy-nilly because I have 40 of them right there. And that 40 is a full stack. And I have more on all of my other characters too. So, in your basic stash, and I haven't paid a single dime for this game. Not a single penny. You start off with 4 stashes. You get those slots and nothing more until you buy stuff, but honestly, you really don't need to ever buy stuff. The only reason why I'm holding some of these items is for characters I want to give them to later. Like, I could give myself this Quicksilver Flask, which allows me to move quickly. I'm also holding on to it because I like to experiment with shit in this game. Also got these boots for my witch character, because she couldn't put them on. And another fun thing, every once in a while, you'll find recipes for legendary items. And there's a legendary item for a quiver, which uses a Sharktooth Quiver, a yellow onyx amulet, and a superior rain of arrows. Now, my only problem is that this gem, the rain of arrows, is not superior. It would say if it was, and it sadly is not. So I cannot make the legendary quiver, but I am working towards it because goddamn, it's going to be great. Now, if I wanted to, I could get a bunch of skills from here, but screw that. Starting off fresh. Honestly, it's better to start off fresh with characters anyways. I barely ever use my gems.
Fleet as a fox you were, even with that leg of prized venison over your shoulder. And from what I saw you do to Hillock, you've grown even faster since then. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. I hope your speed never fails you, Ranger. It's all that stands between you and death here in Rayclast.
Now, there's a lot of story in this game,
But it's ours.
and they talk a lot.
We could use you here while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
Now, me personally, I am a horrible person, and I like to skip story. I know I shouldn't, but I like to, because I don't really care too much about the story of this game. I enjoy the game itself, but this game does have a really rich story, and it's actually pretty dope. Now here's the fun purchasing system, where you could buy weapons, gear, and all that fun jazz. And you know what it costs? Scrolls of Wisdoms, in-game items, stuff you find, and stuff you'll get over time slowly. Or quickly, depending on how hard you grind. Like, I could also... There's skill gems here if I wanted to buy any. I do not want at the moment. I could sell my items. Hey, wrong button. Like this dumb maul that I'm never going to use. I sell it. And that gives me a knowledge fragment, or a scroll fragment, for the Scrolls of Wisdom. I'm also going to sell all the other crap I do not need or care about. There's 3 scraps. Now 3 scraps, if you get 5 of them, it makes a Scroll of Wisdom. So see how I have 2 left over? That's simple math. 5. Bam, replenished. I personally think this dude's a dick and don't like talking to him. But yeah, I need to go find the medicine chest. And travel to Tito Item. And fuck Navali, she gives you prophecies. I'll explain prophecies later as well. Yeah, cool. I learned from my mom. So when you complete quests, they'll either give you skill gems, they'll give you books to give you more skills, like passive skills, and sometimes they'll even give you refund points. Shrapnel shot fires an arrow that pierces through enemies. You know, I honestly like both split shot and shrapnel shot. I'm gonna go with shrapnel for now, because shrapnel is great. That's complete. Now, I got this, and it's supposed to pierce things. So what I'm going to do is some fun inventory management of piercing things. Because this has a pierced support, and this is a pierced weapon, I'm going to shoot through all the shit. Man, I can't believe I already hit the 17-minute mark, holy hell. So I'm going to go do a little bit of exploring here. Might extend this, but I just kind of want to show off a little bit more gameplay. Ooh, this is a fun thing. Okay, so this guy and all of his things that he spawns will slowly give you awesome shit. Like this guy right here, he's immune to damage, he's a legendary enemy, he summons dudes, and dudes are generally a bad thing. One thing to note, unless your flask is magic, and you will not regain your mana and health immediately. It does it over time. Now, these 2 gems that I've been using, the Shrapnel Shot and the Burning Gem, are now leveled. So when I level them up, it changes their stats. It makes them a little bit, you know, hard to use. So like now, the Shrapnel Shot requires level 2. Before it just was level 1. It was fine. But now it'll do more damage, pierce more enemies. It's pretty damn great. And here, we have shards for very great items, which take a long time to get because you gotta kill a lot of those blue assholes. But the good thing is, they spawn a lot. Fuck you, crab. Now sometimes you can get kind of stuck on things. Also, if you're using a gem, you can't level up while it's being used. But it's not too hard to do that. Also, you may have noticed that my charges on my potions do refill, because I keep murdering shit. Because I like murdering shit, and the game rewards you for murdering shit. Alright, you're a dick. I'm behind the cross. And these guys are doing a lot of damage. You might be wondering, why the fuck are they doing so much damage? The answer is because I have shit armor and shit life. And I need to fix that. But the point of being a ranger class is that you're supposed to be far away and not taking damage. So I kind of just have to rely on the drops that I find. And get good. Now, what I'm gonna do for the last bits of this video are kill these bitches. And I'm gonna head back to town to grab a gem so I can show off buying things. Also, we're almost at 20 minutes, so it's another reason why I'm going back. Because I gotta start rendering this shit. Alright. Oh yeah, and there's a guild stash. You have to buy the tabs for that, but you don't really need it. Trading with players is easy enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Oh, I should probably throw... So I have all of my fun shards stacked accordingly with all my fun items. So I can do great things with them later. Inventory management is kind of a pain to some people, but personally I enjoy it. So those gems I was offered earlier also get added to her shop. Like, I can now grab that... Where is it? Split arrow to get that multi-shot. Now, I don't have anywhere to put it. Or so it seems. But that's also because I have no fucking armor. If you really need to, and you're getting really unlucky on drops like I was for a second, also I'm being lazy and just want to show this off, you can buy armor and weapons. And it's pretty simple. Like, these boots, they cost 1 scroll of wisdom. They're not, you know, too hard to get. Honestly, the more you play, you're just going to find fuck tons of them. It's kind of silly. So I'm going to grab these boots. Which, the reason I grabbed them, if you may have noticed by paying attention earlier, all 3 of these slots are connected. So what I can do is I can take this Pierce Support, throw it on my Shrapnel Shot, and throw it on my Split Arrow. So that way, I pierce all the stuff. And it's pretty great. Now I'm going to show you the Shrapnel Shot before I hop off. Or not Shrapnel Shot, the Multi-Arrow. It's nice for clearing a lot of enemies. Just from looking at it, you can probably see it's going to clear a lot of folks. So keep in mind to check out your skills. You can always buy them and sell them as easily as you need to. Like, I have an extra gem in here of something. Ground Slam. Yeah, I can sell that.
Hello.
So, it's like, say I accidentally bought a gem I didn't need. I can sell it. Get fragments back if I need them. Actually, I'm just going to sell this fucking. I really don't need it.
Be well.
And I can just throw the fragment back in here and slowly build them up. You will find fragments all over the place as you kill shit. Honestly, you get them pretty quickly. I mean, I had a 40 stack on each of my characters by level 15. It's not hard. You just kill a lot of stuff, enjoy it with your friends, and have a good time. So, thank you for coming to the first episode of Path of Exile, the Let's Look at, the Let's Play, the Let's Do Something with this channel. I'll see you guys later.